Harbor Freight Predator generators have a big flaw where the carbon monoxide sensor could cause the generator to brick itself and stop working. In this video, I will show you how to fix that problem and how to do it for free. Hello guys and welcome back. Before we start discussing the Harbor Freight Predator generator problems, do me a big favor and hit that subscribe button and that like button if you haven't done so already. Alright then, so Harbor Freight Predator generators have always come with a carbon monoxide sensor. Before it was only on certain models, but now they have expanded it to be on almost all Predator generators. So that means that this problem can be affecting more and more people as time goes by. Aside from that, it seems that Harbor Freight has been using a cheaper supplier of these carbon monoxide sensor, and they have been failing much more often. If the carbon monoxide sensor fails on your Predator generator, that means that the generator won't run because the sensor kills all the power to the system. So if the carbon monoxide sensor doesn't work, the generator becomes a giant and very expensive boat anchor. So how do you repair this problem? Well, there are 4 ways that you can deal with this. If you're still under Harbor Freight warranty period, then by all means take it back to Harbor Freight. If you are outside the warranty period, then you can either contact a technician that repairs generators and have them diagnose and fix the problem, or you can replace the carbon monoxide sensor yourself. If, on the other hand, you don't want to replace the carbon monoxide sensor and you want to bypass it, then I will show you how to do that in this video. This bypass is a quicker and cheaper way to go. Now, let me say at the onset that doing this repair is a bypass to eliminate the faulty carbon monoxide sensor. You should never use a gasoline-powered generator indoors. Generators should always be used outdoors or in a well-ventilated area. Failing to do so could cause death or serious injury. Please be very careful how you proceed. Alright then, so let's move on to how to do the actual repair or bypass. Step number 1, remove the 4 8mm bolts on the oil drain side of the generator. You can see those circled in red in the image on the screen. Now this is a 9500 model and this may vary by model, but you can probably figure it out on your given model. Step 2 is to pull back the black tab holding all the bunched up wires together and snip the 2 small zip ties that hold them together. As you can see right there, there's a couple of zip ties holding them together and another one there. You may have to do a little bit of cutting. Be sure to be careful and don't cut any of the wires, just the zip ties alone. Next step, number 3, is you're going to locate the tube of wires circled in red in the image. They will be in a bundle that has a green ground as well as the white and black wires in it. Next step is you're going to slide the white and green plastic sleeve apart and unclip both the white on white and the black on black wires. You may need to use some pliers to pull these guys apart as they could be on pretty tight. Now for the next step, what you're going to do is you're going to take the single black wire and connect it to the white wire running towards the engine. I'll zoom that in there so you can see it a little bit better. This is what I mean right here. So once you connect the 2 wires together, then what you're going to do is cover these wires up again with the plastic sleeve, or if you damaged it for some reason, use some tape. Now, for the final step, what you're going to do, as you see on the screen right there, is you're going to tape off the black and white wires that remain dangling inside the case. You don't want these wires to possibly touch something and become a problem. Insulate them properly to avoid any problem. You can see in the image on the screen how to do that. Now this seems to be a repair or bypass that works for all these generators and causes 0 issues. The best part is that if you have any problems, you can always put the wires back together the way they were. That way you can go back to OEM status if you need for any warranty or servicing. Be sure not to cut or splice any of the wires if you want to be able to go back to original status in the future. Alright guys, there you have it. That's a very simple and free solution if your Harbor Freight Predator generator ever stops working because the carbon monoxide sensor becomes faulty. This seems to be a problem that is creeping up on a lot of people, and hopefully, if you have this problem, now you know how to fix it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button and that subscribe button, and that way you're going to be subscribed for more exclusive Harbor Freight content in the future. I'll see you guys on the next one.